Alright, this is the Condor origami glider. So this glider is from my experience with the Red Bull Paper Wings competition. Whenever I'd seen the gliders for the first time perform, the first thing that came to my mind was to have a continuous wing, you know, like this, so that you could improve lift and make the wings a lot stronger and throw harder. So I've been fooling around with this for about a year now. I started out I was using A4, and I moved to a square so I could reinforce the keel. So this is a multi-layered keel, just like the Black Knight. So that helps add thrust and helps the plane autocorrect. So what makes this airplane so unique and so good is the locking mechanism. This right here. So it creates lift, it reinforces the wings, it creates weight. So when you're throwing it up, I've noticed that the other gliders like the Albatross, the whole wing will shake or it'll spin around when it flies up. But this plane here, most of the strength is right there. So that forces the tips of the wing to vibrate a little bit, so you have more control over the plane. So when you see it in the video, it just kind of pulls up, and then it'll like in a tornado almost, and then it'll spiral up, and then it spirals down. So I mean, this locking mechanism is really good. The only thing though is you have to carefully manage it because it can make the wings bubble, you know, kind of warp them a little bit. But if you're careful about it, you can mitigate that. In the video, it flew about 30 seconds before it flew off camera. It was really hard. This thing flies a long distance sometimes, and it's really hard to get all that on the video just from a static position. So, but I wanted to design this plane just to show people that, you know, origami airplanes are just as good, if not better, than just regular paper airplanes. So let's get to it. For this video, I'm going to show you how to make the Condor from an 8.5-inch square sheet of paper, but I recommend that you use 100 GSM 25 centimeter square sheet, just so that you're, you know, on the same playing field as someone using a sheet of A4 100 GSM. Alright, so let's begin. So you're going to crease from there to there. Kind of hard to get that lined up just right. So you fold the paper down right at that corner. So you could continue like this, but I don't like having the lines at the back of the plane. It affects the performance, and it can make it do all kind of crazy stuff. So basically what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this as a template, and I'm going to continue folding with another sheet. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to lay this paper over top of that. And like I said, I'm just going to use that for a template. Make sure everything's lined up just right. I gotta do this way. There you go. So we can continue to fold. Alright. It's not a difficult model to fold really, but it can be kind of tricky to execute it. So we're going to fold right there at the intersection. And we're also going to make sure this line lines up with this. So I'm going to fold that so this corner touches this edge. Just kind of pop that out there, make sure everything's lined up. So you're going to fold from the intersection that you made just down like that. What that does is it moves a little bit of the paper forward, but it doesn't move it so much to forward when you fold it in half. It tears it. Okay, open it up. Refold it. Once it fold that in like that. So what we're going to do now is just imagine a line going down here, and we're going to fold this along that line. So you can help, or you can use the template pretty much to help line your fold up. I'll do that too. Or you could just guess, you know, whatever works for you. So we'll pop this out, but you want to fold, but do not fold past this line right here. Don't do that, you'll screw your wings up and your plane won't fly worth a crap. So we're going to fold from there to there, over. And you open this up and do the same to this side here. What I'm trying to do now is just open that out and lay it flat. Flatten everything out nice and good. Squash fold this flap out like that. Fold that little tab up. So, didn't figure it out yet, but this is what creates the locking mechanism. So you want to fold that out, and then you want to divide this into thirds. So right about there. So that's right on the money. Same thing with this. So you fold it in half, make sure everything's lined up. So you want to fold the wing over and use that edge as a guide right there. So you want to fold along this edge right here. Make sure everything is nice and neat and straight. And repeat that to this side. I don't know what happened there, but I fixed that real quick. Alright, so you flip it over, you want to take this edge and lay it right on the middle. everything out really good. Fold that in, and unfold it, and fold that corner. Straighten everything out, do the same to the other side. And you just spread that out at the top there. Fold it down. We'll see about to there. Take those little tabs that you made and fold them into the little pockets behind there. Keep it locked into place. All right. So you want to take the top area here and divide that into thirds, and the bottom is going to be 1/4. You want to repeat that process to this flap too. So you fold this back up and you carefully fold in half. So I like to bend around that first and fold in half. Make sure everything stays lined up. Alright, so you fold the wing down. Right, it's kind of thick right there, so you're probably going to end up having to fold like right there, just above the keel. The important thing to do here is to fold the back of the wings first and put all the stress, move that stress forward right onto the front. You don't want your wings to be bent up or down because you're playing loop-de-loop or do all kind of crazy stuff. You don't want that. So what you want to do is you want to fold the wing tips up probably about the same height as the keel. It's a good rule of thumb. Repeat that process to this side. Okay, open it out, flatten everything down as much as you can. Alright, so you don't really necessarily want these to be like tight as they can get. You need to leave a little bit of play, because if you tighten it too much it's going to warp the wings and that's not going to work. So kind of like that. I always like to start by kind of pinch the front of the plane a little bit. That wants to cooperate, so we're going to do the other one. Fold that down. That's going to help keep it locked into place. Fold that down too, for now. Fold this up. And just keep rolling that up using the creases that you already made. Like that. You unfold that partially, bend this down. Lift that up, and what we're going to do here, lift that up and then roll this in underneath of it. Like that. That locks the plane together. Locks it together really good. So that's it. You just straighten everything out. Lift up the tail fins, or the wing tips. And you're going to need to give it a good amount of elevator. So, as you could see from the video, when I was throwing it, I wasn't throwing it above my head. I was started kind of down by my feet, and I was throwing it up. So the idea was the plane would pull up, and it's going to spiral upwards. So it's going to kind of spiral up like that, and then level off, like you seen in the video. Then it kind of just spirals down slowly. So that's what you want to do. You don't really necessarily want to throw it straight up, because chances are it's just going to boomerang right back around to you. Alright, that's it. Enjoy.